This week, we witnessed maybe the rarest thing on television. Fox News covering its ass live on air.
I wasn't suggesting anything of a sexual nature.
Here's the story. On Monday, Jesse Waters said something disgusting about Vice President Kamala Harris.
We don't know who she is. We don't know what she believes. She's going to get paralyzed in the Situation Room while the generals have their way with her. Right now,
Jesse
Whoa,
Waters.
Jesse, I don't like that.
figuratively,
Take
again.
it back.
Yeah, when you lose Jeanine Pirro, you gotta know you've gone too far.
Have their way with her. Control her. Not in a sexual way.
Unless, of course, you're Jesse Waters. In that case, you'll repeat the exact same thing 10 minutes later, but this time adding your mom in the mix.
I'm sure my mother was probably go on MSNBC tonight and said, my son, Jesse Waters, made a joke about Kamala Harris being manhandled by generals in the Situation Room, and he has desecrated the memory of our grandfather, and it's disgusting. I can see my mom doing that.
Very normal stuff. Now, this type of language is no surprise. Jesse Waters has a long history of misogyny, especially towards women of color. And this is just another one of his many, many, many weird attacks against Kamala Harris over the last few years. But I was honestly shocked when he corrected himself on air the next day.
There's been some attention to comments I made on the show yesterday about VP Harris. People are misconstruing my comments to mean something inappropriate. I wasn't suggesting anything of a sexual nature. I was expressing my opinion that Vice President Harris's current leadership style could be an issue if elected.
This, of course, means nothing to Jesse Waters because, as you can see, his smirk belongs to a smug asshole who really thought he got away with something. But it is significant because Fox News isn't big on apologies, clarifications, or, God forbid, corrections. Yeah, it turns out Fox News has a red line. This racism and misogyny against Kamala Harris has just gone on too long. You can't talk about the Vice President of the United States this way. You can't degrade and sexualize someone who might be the next leader of the free world. It's unacceptable, and Fox News will not stand for it. Yeah, I'm totally kidding. Just 3 hours later, Jesse Waters was back at it, good as new.
She gets all sassy with it. Are you going to gamble our country away on a frightened woman too insecure to tell us who she is? Play the victim.
That's the moment they're
right.
looking for.
Yeah, be victimized.
Now, none of us should be surprised that Fox News is cool with this language or would immediately violate its own self-imposed boundaries. But as someone who watches Fox News for a living, I do wonder how long this can go on. Obviously, Waters' comments were bad enough that Fox decided he needed to distance himself from them on air. But as the lies and the rhetoric and the stakes escalate, how much longer can this patchwork of pseudo-apologies last? Just last year, Fox News had to pay more than $787 million to Dominion Voting Systems after Fox hosts spread lies about the company post-2020 election. But the way Fox News hosts still get away with so much, not just the bigotry, but the outright lies, is baffling. And sure, you can say that's just Fox News, but the fact that they're willing to correct Jesse just a day later means something. How much remaining credibility are you willing to risk just so Jesse Waters can share his horny thoughts on national television? How much longer until he or one of your other loose cannon hosts says something that costs you another 800 mil? We're all used to Fox News getting away with rhetorical murder, but I'm honestly not sure how much longer that will last. The Dominion lawsuit was a big deal, even though Fox turned a hefty profit last year. And this week's correction was significant. It was a new wobble in the Murdochs' fucked up Jenga tower. And if they keep leaning too hard into a Waters-esque vision, I'm not sure how much longer that tower will stand.